So my name is Kadri, and I run GameFounders. And so GameFounders is a game startup accelerator. And today we're going to talk a bit about what is an accelerator and what is the experience. But also because we believe in showing more than talking, then we're going to also show you a bunch of teams. But so I was thinking about like how to speak about the accelerator experience. So we have been speaking about, these are the blocks of the accelerator, and like this is what we do for maybe like 1,000 times. So it might not be that important anymore, like that's interesting anymore. So I was thinking about talking today about how you can make your own accelerator experience. So can I have a show of hands who are studios here? Like developing games? Yeah, I know you guys. Okay, so basically the value of an accelerator, it's not magic. We don't have a specific secret formula that we are doing. Everything that we are doing, you can do yourself. We just can make that happen for you faster. And I'm going to go over a few of those points here and just tell you how. So if you are smart, you can actually do it yourself, but we can definitely help. So our the main core of the accelerator is always the mentors. So a lot of the time teams come to us and like, yeah, no, my value proposition, like my valuation should be bigger, and like 15,000 and 9% does not make sense. But the value is not the money. The value is always the mentors. And we have so many mentors around the world that can help you. But obviously, you yourself can do that yourself. So when you want to find mentors and partners around the world, these are the questions you should ask yourself first. So what kind of mentors do you need? What kind of skills do you need in your team? What is the know-how that you need in your team? So basically, if you are a studio and you want to start up and you want to grow a huge network, make this list for yourself and then figure out how you can meet those people and go meet those people. And just ask them for help. Majority of people are very open and they can do that. So this is what you can do. It will probably take you a lot of time traveling around to events and meeting people, asking for intros and all that. But definitely you can do it yourself. Or you can come to us and we can make it happen a lot faster. 2 points that I have here that a lot of people meeting other people, not just studios, but actually everybody networking haven't often thought about is how do you use those people and how do you meet those people. So it's, when I say use, it's a bad word, but use in a sense that if you're getting mentoring, the mentor should do the talking and not you. Like all these small things that you need to think about that we are inside our program helping our studios to figure out. So this is Matt. Actually, Matt is in Kaja Connect. I'm not sure if he's here. Is Matt here? No? So Matt was in GameFounders last year, and this is what he has to say about our mentors.
We met these really awesome people from different game studios from all over the world. And they were really, really nice to share their knowledge and their experiences, their different perspectives and different philosophies about game development. It ranges from game design to art direction and even the business side of things.
So basically, you get a huge range of people brought up to you, and you can use them to build your studio. Definitely something you can do yourself. So Matt, on the other hand, decided to use our mentors for something else, not necessarily their skills, but their accents. So he had them do voiceover for his game.
Take your best shot, asshole.
How dare you call me roast beef?
So at the end of having different mentors over, he had his game nicely voiced over with different accents from all over the world. Of course, he did use the mentors for other things as well, but just a funny note. So other thing that we do is very important when growing a studio is playtest days. So we have playtest days every 2 weeks. And so we bring in different kinds of people and different target groups, and they test the games. Can you do it yourself? Of course you can. Important things to remember. what are you testing, how are you testing, what kind of feedback do you want, and how to use that feedback. So we have a lot of teams coming in, just like, you let the people play their game, and then you don't really get any feedback on it, and it's still too general to actually act on it. So that's one thing that we teach. Pitching and demo days. I promise we will get to it soon. So pitching is like a love and hate relationship. You need to know how to do it all the time. Definitely something that any indie can learn. Just go and attend the indie prize or any other pitching competition in any other conference. So we have weekly pitching sessions, and we are helping the teams to figure out how to pitch better, who to pitch to, how to target their pitch. So these are also a few of the questions. So how to follow up, how to form relationships, and also how not to pitch. So this is a little video also from last time when one team was making fun of how another team pitched.
With the match 3, with the card battle, and the marketing, and the gacha. It's a good game.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of fun as well. So at the end of the session, everybody knows everybody else's pitches by heart. So I think today we should do like somebody else does your pitch for you, but not really. But to be honest, a major point about also what we try to teach and what we think studios should believe is how to look at things more broadly and how to believe in themselves more. So one of our most successful studios from Lithuania, their CEO Jonas made this nice video for us.
They inspired us to think big, which is a great thing, and I recommend you taking this opportunity because it led us to the state where we are right now.
So the state that they are right now is that they just acquired another small studio, and they are going strong and making €1 million a year. So that's pretty cool. But after everything, the accelerator process is over. We still interact with the teams. We still help them. We are still there to guide them. So the main things every studio should know: where are you going, what you want to achieve, how do you do it, and to finish up my part, little introduction, and go to the teams. We have a final video from. We have cut together Tony from Vietnam and Gabriel from Brazil.
The amount of knowledge and experience that we have gathered during that 3 months, if we did it by ourselves, it would have taken us years.
I don't know, maybe 10 years.
Our productivity has been tripled, and we have a clear direction how to move forward with our company.
GameFounders is by far the best thing that happened to our company. We doubled our revenue during that period.
Yes. So he didn't say anything nice in the second half of the sentence, so we just cut it, that's life. But the point of my little introduction is really to say that, as I also said in the beginning, it's nothing magical, it's nothing you cannot do yourself, it's just something that you can achieve a lot faster. That, after all, is what acceleration is about. But speaking about it is nothing like showing it. So I would actually like to invite you to listen to 9 of the pitches from the teams that have been in Kuala Lumpur now since the beginning of March. So they have been through the 3 months, and they have pitched for, I would say, 15 times. So they have been through a lot of training, and this is what they have achieved. So we are going to start with Big Green Pillow.
So, hello. Hi, my name is Andre, and I'm the art director at Big Green Pillow. Big Green Pillow is a very resourceful team of 4 friends coming all the way from Brazil. We actually have developed over 10 games together some of them by self-publishing our own IPs, and some of them by working side by side with big players like Cartoon Network, Intel, and of course, GameFounders. And we learned a lot with these projects, especially how to build visually rich and character-driven games with, of course, very innovative gameplay mechanics. And now we are leveraging these key features into a new and more ambitious game, a game called Project Canvas. Now, imagine you are a digital artist. So you draw a lot on your computer and somehow you literally got lost inside of your own work files. You don't know exactly how you got into that world, of course, but everything looks grayscale. So you make it your mission to just adventure into deep and dark dungeons and retrieve the colors back to the world, like one color at a time and one dungeon at a time. So, but here's the thing we learned with games. When you are adventuring, it's dangerous to go alone. So you will need to take a weapon. And being an artist, of course, your weapons are your art tools. So you gotta get creative and use those tools to manipulate the environment around you. And paint the bad guys away. You'll go through some really action-packed, frantic style of combats. And of course, solve puzzles. So you see, bottom line, Project Canvas is the game where you fight art with art. We published a small prototype of Project Canvas to the web just to test the idea really, and what we found out was that Fast Company, Petapixel, Boing Boing, even Adobe themselves, and a huge crowd of their followers, they all want this game. And not only that, but we also see a big and increasing demand for games with similar gameplay genres. So you see there is a big and vocal audience of people that want to play a game like Canvas. Lucky for them, of course, we are launching a closed beta for the PC and Mac by Christmas this year. And we'll officially launch for the PC and Mac as a premium title on the second quarter of 2017. And for consoles on the third quarter. Okay, but if this is looking good, we can actually make it look even better because I'm searching for a publisher to help us finance this game and bring it to market. Of course, with a publisher, we have easier access to consoles and more marketing power, so we can actually shorten our deadlines, have PC, Mac, and consoles released by summer next year. So yeah, Project Canvas, it is happening. We have a big audience waiting for it. And if you want to partner up with us to bring it to market, of course, I would love to hear from you. So here's my information, and we'll be around at the GameFounders booth if you want to check it yourself. So thank you.
My name is Alexander, and I am a CEO of Solar Game Studio. We are a team of 8 people with a passion for hardcore games, and we are striving to deliver most interesting challenges and experience to our players. We have shifted from corporate development to game industry 5 years ago, and now we have released few mobile games with more than 500,000 downloads and rapidly growing player community. Now I want to show you our new game. Flat Army is a 2D cross-platform scroll shooter. The game is exclusive multiplayer, so you can play with other players around the world with an instant matchmaking system. It has different teams, weapons, and a lot of armors, so you can be a space marine, cowboy, and even a Jedi. Our main feature is a realistic display of death and violence, and we spent a lot of time to make it such bloody. We have a multitude of maps with distributable environments and points of interest. Several game modes like deathmatch, team deathmatch, domination, zombie survival, capture the flag, and etc. Game is free to play. We have monetization through in-app purchases, premium account upgrades, and rewarded video ads. We have more than 60 types of weapons, including special weapons and premium weapons. First, you can get playing just by daily basis, but other only through special events or in-app purchases only. We have fully customizable characters, so you can combine any part of armor with each other. Game was soft launched in Google Play to collect analytics, and we have got good numbers. Now we adding new control schemes, perks skill system, adding more content such as maps, armors, weapons, and improve user experience in general. This is our plan. Keep polishing Android version, working with player community, and after that release iOS version. Nevertheless, our ultimate goal to make it cross-platform with PC and consoles. That's why we're looking for publisher for mobile version and PC and consoles as well. Thank you for attention.
Hello guys, I am Alex. I am CEO of Hammerfist Studio. We are a studio with 20 years of experience combined, and we work already with big partners. In the past, we make good games, and this give us money to fulfill our dream to make one game per year. Right now, we begin with marketing strategies, looking for the simulation genre, and we think that this genre do well on PC and mobile market. We see that this genre also works well with YouTubers and Twitch. And we have 500 million users on that platforms. So we see a big opportunity here to merge the people that actually pay for games on Steam and buy things on mobile. These people also use YouTube as well to see about these games. So we think about that game, Tube Life. It's a YouTuber simulator game. So imagine that you are people that make videos for a living, and these videos playing games, some people give you money for doing that. Sounds cool, right? That was we think too. So everyone right now wants to be a YouTuber too. And you can be yourself or your favorite YouTuber. Also, the core gameplay, it's play a lot of crazy mini games and gain money from that. And you can buy a lot of things to improve your life. And on top of that, you can fight rival YouTubers. And an extra thing that we want to put on the game, it's a mode that you can upload the play sessions on YouTube to gain more points, making the game more viral. And also, it's easy to do a Twitch integration from people voting what games they want to the Twitcher plays with the audience, and also put the avatars on the comment sessions. So right now, we are finishing the development, and we plan to put the integrations with Twitch and YouTube and launch on Christmas this year. It's also an easy game to make, a lot of cool DLCs and Steam Workshop. And we are looking for good partners to help us to launch on mobile too. So that's it. Here's my email. Our game is on the boot for you guys play. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Omega from OI Games, indie studio that based in Malaysia, and currently our team have 8 members, and we are all experienced developers. And here we are to bring you our latest product, which is called Tab Summoner. A free game will be available for Android and iOS. Let me show you the gameplay of Tab Summoner. Alright, so the Tab Summoner, actually, you play the game, all you have to do is to help the king to conquer the world. In order to do that, you have to hire the summoner to help you go through all the battles. So from here, you can see this is a list of summoner that you can hire in the game. So there's a lot of summoner you can hire. So for example, one of the summoner called Bomo. I'm not sure you guys are familiar with this. He's a kind of like a famous shaman in Southeast Asia. She has carried 3 different types of minions, which is called Toyo, Contana, and Pocong as well. And we have Taos from the Chinese, and also Wampi from Western side, and last, the Omnio from Japanese side as well. And there's much more from which is multi-culture region. And so when you're happy with that, you can select it and choose which way you want to conquer. We have 5 ways in total. So if you're happy with that, you can select it and choose the level that you want to go in. So when you select the level, you straight away jump into the battle. Tap Summoner is kind of like a combination between clickers and tower offense kind of gameplay element. All you have to do is just simply tap on the screen and you summon your minion, and the minion will automatically go and attack the enemy. The longer that you press and hold, the stronger your minion is. And also, different summoner have different skills as well. That's how the gameplay is. And we believe that Tap Summon is a great game, but how do we actually earn money from that? Okay, Tap Summon is a freemium game with in-app purchases. Player actually can use real money to purchase premium currency and convert it to gold and soul, and or they can use it to unlock more character through our gacha system, as well as upgrade them. And of course, we have daily reward for retention purposes. And these are some of the cards that you can collect through the game. And that is not all of it. You want to see more? Please come visit our booth just outside. Alright? So why are we making this game? Okay, our game shares some similarity between Tap Titan, Clash Royale, as well as Summoner Wars. But of course, we have our own uniqueness. And look at how much money this game are making. And we believe that our game can tap into that market as well. So, currently Tap Summoner actually is under development. We plan to have a soft launch by the end of August. After that, we'll add PvP into the game, and we will go for global launching and tournaments as well as like Guild War. And we are not just making one game in the future, okay? And these are some of the titles that in our studio that we're making in the future. And currently, we're looking for publisher who will help us to push the game to the market even better. If you're an investor, even better, okay, because of money. Alright, so, and that's it for my presentation. Again, I'm Omega. If you want to contact me, this is my email address. And you want to know more about us, please visit our website. And oh yeah, please vote for us. Our number is 1046. Thank you.
So I'm an Andrew. I'm a CEO of BSK Game, a resourceful team of 5 people. We are working on a hardcore PC games for consoles, well, and Steam, of course. And we already released an Anoxemia game, where you play as a small Atma bot controlled by Super AI Alpha, and it's an important part because it's a part of one franchise, Skyship Aurora universe. And also, with the help of our partners, we are porting this game for consoles now. And our next game is based on Faster Than Light, Fractured Space, and Life is Strange and Quantum Break, some combined mechanics from these games. And the main mechanic is the time traveling, and time traveling is trending according to the numbers that you see on the screen right now. So this is a game of Skyship Aurora. In this game, the Leviathan, the huge soaring skyship, city-sized production ship, is a bad guy in our game. And Aurora is the main character, and it's being controlled by the same Super AI Alpha that from Anoxemia game. So the Skyship Aurora universe is a world that was destroyed by the third nuclear war in early 80s in a parallel, timeline. And this world is filled with different technologies that are now helping people to live in high mountains and soar the skies. And all the cities and stations are connected between each other via systems of beacons that create trade passes. And trade passes filled with raiders and pirates who actually invading the skyships and stealing the resources from them. So this is a Skyship Aurora IP's timeline. And yeah, I think I will save it for later. So this is the actual gameplay from Skyship Aurora game. It's a time traveling game where you have to manage your time. And the game is usually like a shooting game with some logic and tactical parts of it, because you have to kill all the enemies in limited amount of time. But then, because you can time travel, you need to play again and again and again, replay some elements of the game until it become like a perfect level that you finish it. It's basically like an Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, if you're familiar. So whenever you try again and again and again and again until you actually finish the level. And we have rich developed metagame where you can operate your ship, create new items. We have crafting system, we have crew management, etc. and etc. And we plan to add a Steam workshop so anyone can create their own ships, items, crew members, officers, captains, so etc. And our game was already nominated for Best Game Design and Most Innovative Game nomination in Tel Aviv 2015 Casual Connect. Before it was even green lit. But now it's green lit on Steam, and we have a playable build on our site, so anyone can download it and try it for yourself. So play it now. The game was green lit, as I said before, at February 2016. We plan to have an early access launch on Steam on November 2016, and then later on, with the help of a publisher, moves to Xbox and PS4. This is our actual goal and dream. So we are looking for a publisher who will be able to help us with resources, quality assurance, etc. So we will be able to create a Skyship Aurora that will actually soar the skies. So if you want to contact me, just use the contact details that you will see here, and thank you for your attention.
Hi everyone, I'm Harry, CEO of Quickfire Games, and we're the developer of Wild Season, one of the few projects that was funded through Kickstarter. So as a small studio, we want to create games that people will always want to play. The core team is composed of game developer veterans that already have published 30 plus games and applications in the store. So these people have been working for the last 5 years together. We have our current investors, Chris of Goldman Sachs and Rajan of Esquire Financing. We have advisors and mentors from GDAP and GameFounders. We have our publisher, Swedesco, and of course, our lobbying community, our Kickstarter backers. So we started when we were inspired by the game Harvest Moon, so arguably the most popular farming game in the market. Though we saw the decline of its ratings, and that's where we found the opportunity to get into the market. So we learned that the community still loves to play this kind of games. And as part of Market Validator, we have our Kickstarter and a newly released farming game this year, Stardew Valley. So from the start, we know we need to differentiate our game from other farming games. So Wild Season is a character-driven storytelling approach wherein all characters have their own story, inner conflicts and issues, and distinct personalities. So the story revolves around the character, which is you, uncovering the secrets of a town wherein you were like accidentally ended to the town wherein you bought a farm that's not supposedly on sale. So this means when you uncover the secrets, you need to interact with other people. You need to interact with them to know the ins and outs of the town. And moreover, you need to survive your daily life. So you'll be able to do this if you only have if you can farm and have a productive daily life through the other mini games and farming as well. So this game aims to bring an immersive farming experience to users while building their own world and at the same time uncovering the secrets of Bedford Valley. So we launched an early versions of the game last 2015. And early up 2016, we partnered with GameFounders. And together with feedback, suggestions, and mentorship from these early releases and GameFounders mentorship, we're very proud and we're very confident that we can release a best experience for the next new episodes of the game. Moreover, we want to publish this game as well in different major platforms, most especially on the consoles, wherein our publisher Swedesco projected as the highest revenue potential. And of course, we also wanted to extend our learnings from our previous game and want to do visual novel games after the game with using our popular characters from our social media community. And here are some of our concept games that we want to develop in the future. Okay, so right now we're looking for investors out here, if there are some investors here. So we're currently raising 500,000 USD that can help us scale up, help us in marketing and advertising, and of course, merchandising our super cute characters. So should there be questions, I'm in GameFounders booth, and you can contact me here, or you can check our website, quickfire-games.com. Thank you.
So very good afternoon. My name is Adrian. We are from Chan Malaychan. Chan Malaychan is actually a game studio, and we do kids edutainment apps for families. We comprise a team of 7, and we've been doing games for some time. We've also got a long list of mentors in terms of educational background and clinical psychologists. We started developing games as parents for our own kids, Mika and Maisara. And what we've done is that we've actually bootstrapped a game, And this game at the park was actually known to be social stories friendly, so it's suitable for special needs kids. And when we've done that, we actually secured a government grant from the Malaysian government, and we did 3 more games. And these are also COPA compliant games. And now we are actually with the GameFounders, who's helping us a lot with mentoring. So as parents, we are used to anxieties of kids, like the first day of school. So we have an app to actually handle that. Also at the dentist, and we also have an app for that. And also at the outdoors. So we handle all the anxieties that are with kids. So this is a brief gameplay of what we have. So you can actually ride on the bus, identify your 3 friends, play with the minimap, identify the animals that come with it, put back the chairs. These are the good and bad of it, being in a classroom, and then have a healthy sandwich, and then recycle your garbage. So these are the things that we want kids to actually enjoy before actually going to school and get it reinforced. So we know that the kids market is huge. Out of the $2 billion industry, the kids market is 8%. We're looking at $260 per kid per month spending on apps. We also have, we also know some unicorns that has been developed. Age of Learning actually had investments of 150,000, and they have 1 million subscribers for $7. There's also Toka Boca, which just exited for 100 million. So we also know that kids actually today own their own tablets, and 57% of them actually play them with their parents. So what we want to do is actually have parents and kids play together, and we believe that the tablets and the tools that are there allow that to happen, and learning is fun. So what we want to do is actually build more apps, put music on the Play Store, and build some physical books. So we've been featured in some of the press releases locally and globally. And this is what we want to do. We want to do more edutainment apps, more educational apps, some religious apps, as well as cultural apps, and actually do some casual games within the year. So what we're looking for is publishers and seed money. We're looking at 300,000 to actually sustain a team for 18 months to build more games. Thank you.
My name is Alec, and I'm actually the CEO of Armatur Games, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about my company. And for the last 8 years, we were working on different gaming projects, and 2 years ago, we actually came together to found Armatur Games, and we have already shipped 2 games. Now we are working on our 3rd project, called Breath of Winter. So think about this game as This War of Mine that has a child from Oregon Trail. Yeah, his name gonna be Breath of Winter. So the game takes place in a harsh world named Nuberu. In that world, old gods who are bringing warmth and prosperity to the people of the Nuberu are being corrupted by a frozen ancient evil. So it will be up to you to decide. Do you put the world into eternal slumber, or do you try to save it? The year in the Nuberu is divided into 2 parts. It's summer and it's winter, of course. In the summer parts, you have to manage and develop your village to gather resources, because you're gonna need them, because the winter is coming, guys, and some of you guys probably gonna die. Because during the winter, gods challenge you with events, and you have to decide, should you try to talk to a troll, face the consequences, and deal with it. So the most parts of the game are gonna be editable through Steam Workshop, and it's gonna be there. Yep. So why exactly we are doing this? And the answer to that is one word: it's the latest trends. So there is a big demand on the market right now for the projects with this type of setting and this type of game mechanics. You probably know most of these franchises. And whoa, that's mine. So yeah, where were we? Yeah, the franchises are doing extremely well. And let's get a closer example. The game called This War of Mine. In that game, your decisions can also cost someone's life, like in our game. The guys did so well that they broke even in just 2 days. And now they have more than 1 million copies sold on Steam, and it's not their only platform. Well, here we are looking for a partner who has an expertise in this type of products. And of course, funds to help us develop our IP even further. Because Breath of Winter gonna be not only a PC and mobile game. It's gonna be a board game, a comic book, and animated series. And how far are we now? Well, it's up to you to decide. The game is coming to early access already this summer, and the final release is gonna be closer to winter. Well, if you are interested, just drop me a line, we can chat, or visit our booth, the number is 1063, and see our game. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Ulises, CEO of Nuberu Games, and I want to show you Metal Tales, Fury of the Guitar Gods, the game we are working on right now. So, Metal Tales is shooting with guitars. It's action as adventure, it's pure metal and adrenaline, all that combined into a top-down shooter which will test your skills. Your brothers in metal have been cursed, and you are the only one who can free them from this ancient evil. But let's get deep into the game. You will have 20 guitars at your disposal, each with their own attributes. If this is not enough to end all this madness, you will have more than 50 items like pedals, strings, and summons. Yeah, summons your bandmates when you are in serious trouble. Fight in 3 different battlegrounds like a metal bar, a metal festival, and the hell. Again, a lot of course metalheads from 70s singer to the new metal kids. And don't forget the big bosses, the guitar gods. It's with a different metal style performed by an international metal band. And then, as a metal concert, it is best enjoyed with a friend. So the reason why we are doing this game is he. He is my game designer, he likes music, but mainly he loves metal. And he tricked us to make the game he always wanted to play. But not only for himself, but for all his brothers in metal that, as you can see, are a lot. This is Wacken. This is the biggest metal festival in Europe. It's sold out in only 1 month, and there are lots of metal festivals during the year. So yeah, this is our audience. And speaking of my game designer, this is Nuberu Games. This is my team. We are 7 passionate and creative people that are working harder to make Metal Tales the best game ever. And with this awesome team, we are very close to the launch. It will be this summer. After that, we will release a DLC and a port to consoles. But we don't want to make this all alone. We want you, if you are a metal band that want to have a metal song in a video game, if you are a community representative that want to help us reaching other audiences like the Russian, the Asian, or the USA, and of course, if you are an influencer who wants to talk about the game and spread the word. But mainly, we want to know about you if you are as passionate as we are about metal and video games. So this is my contact. Don't hesitate to contact with me. Thank you very much.
So there you had a nice example of a selection of teams that have gone through an accelerator program for 3 months, and actually this is the end of our session. But you are very welcome to just behind the door come to our booth and play all the games and give us feedback or just ask us about GameFounders. So thank you so much for enjoying this little presentation.